Water Lessons is a program that celebrates learning through doing. We invite water specialists from various fields of knowledge and research to host each monthly lesson and to provide a new lens to understand water as material, muse and resource. Through Water Lessons, it is our aim to unpack the qualities, powers, threats and future imaginaries of water together.
Harry and I together run Egg of the Universe Studios, and we've done so for about 15 years in many different sort of phases and chapters into what it is today. And everything we offer at Egg is an extension of our practice at home. It's really to step out of the yoga scene and yoga room and see if we can stretch our arms a little bit wider into a different community and still offer those lessons of water and feeling and connecting to that both within our own body and the seasons around us.
If you look back into the sort of history of where the understanding of the elements came from, it's actually really primordial to our existence on this planet.
I'm trying to come back to a love of water that I had as a child, and we didn't distinguish between whether it was summer or winter.
I got a dog this year, and she's had a very slow, again, building. She started out as a puppy being very adverse to water, and I was so encouraging because I really wanted her to swim with me, and I'm really thinking a lot about how different animals are just like wonderful, ready, swimming now.
71% of the whole planet is water, so we are on a water planet. The oceans hold 96% of all water, and we ourselves are more than 60% water. So once you start taking those statistics on board, you realise we're water beings.
If you imagine a little raindrop being dropped up on the side of a mountain, and it gently makes its way through the earth and down into the trickliest of little streams. And then those streams join a slightly bigger river, moving over rocks and around branches, and then eventually into some of those ginormous, vast rivers that we see. Huge bodies of water. And then those rivers invariably meet the sea, where there's this returning from that single isolated little raindrop back into that home of the sea.
The most challenging part of today was quite silly really. It was just around technology. But I think it's quite humbling to be out in the elements and then to have to contend with the elements. We had a lot of people today, when sharing their experiences and stories of connecting with water, the word they often used was respect. And I could equally sort of say that today we had to have a respect for the wind, that it was sort of coming through and becoming audible through our microphones, but it was almost a performative way of animating the fact that we are outside, we are in nature, and these are the things that we need to contend with. What I found most enjoyable was bringing a practice like yoga into an artistic context. I think often you may see a program such as, come and take part in yoga on the hill as part of an exhibition or a gallery, participate in yoga through the rooms of a gallery. But in my opinion, that does not necessarily bring the core philosophy of yoga and the conceptual angle of what it means to build a yogic practice around a particular theme or element such as water today. The artistic place holistically